There's this. So Russell Brand. You know Russell Brand? You
I
heard of
know
him?
the
The
name,
super
yeah.
eccentric guy. Have you ever watched Get Him to the Greek?
No.
Arthur, not the cartoon.
I was like, I remember the PBS or KPBS commercial.
So Russell Brand.
I know who you're
He's a
talking
famous
about in his
actor.
face,
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Have you seen
Oh,
that?
yeah, I have seen
So
that.
he's the rock star guy.
Yeah.
He's that guy, the long, kind of skinny, very articulate, accentuate, and fascinating specimen. I don't know. I was trying to talk like him, kind of. So he's overcome addiction like crazy. What? A lot of drugs, a lot of drinking, a lot of women, and is very open about it. And one of the things that he said that I absolutely relate with is the addictive personality, the one where you're putting all this energy into substance, whatever the substance is. It could be women, or it could be sex. It could be drinking. It could be, whatever you're addicted to. Some people are addicted to like biting their fingernails.
Oh, yeah.
And
Self-destruction.
Self-destruction, correct.
Eating, yeah.
Once you come to terms with that's not doing you good or doing you the good that you want, you can take that energy. If it's energy that you have, it's flowing through you some way. It's in a lot of aspects, it's creative energy. It's like, what do I do with this?
Yeah.
Numb stuff. Well, look
Yeah.
at you. What do you?
I mean,
It sounds like
a lot of times
you
it's
don't
a coping
think-
mechanism too.
Oh, yeah.
Like
See,
for me, self-destruction
I can't relate with that.
was control.
or that's why I didn't say it, is because that wasn't necessarily
case.
that wasn't my case.
So for me, when I was younger, like I would do things like, and I mean younger, like under 10, I would get really stressed out and I would go take my mom's tweezers, face tweezers, from her bathroom, and I would sit down and start like pulling all the hairs out of my leg, like one at a time, because
Smooth as hell, though.
I would get like the patch like this big done, right? I was 12. No,
On your
I was
knee?
young. Yeah, like I mean, I would do other parts of my
Okay.
leg, but like I would just sit there and just pull them out one by one, and it was like, and obviously sober, but it was just very, it was a little bit painful, but it was something that I could control, and I remember doing that. Eventually, like I had a lot of self-harm things in my older teens, but for me, it was like my household was very violent. It was very chaotic. It was unpredictable. There was a lot of physical violence.
So you did for control.
Yeah. So for me, I felt like I was never
that kind
in
of it?
control, and that's what
Yeah.
I think. I
Awesome.
think. I mean, I'm not a psychologist, but like I've been to some.
So you've heard something,
outside
you're like,
help.
whoa, that could be
It
it.
totally makes
That might
sense
be
to
it.
me. Yeah, because it's
And-
the only thing I could really manage in my life. So
Same stroke. That energy that you put towards your focus on that addiction, once you're done with it, like once I stopped drinking, I became so much more productive.
Well, yeah.
Not just because I was sober more.
yeah.
But because I wasn't spending time at the store, I wasn't spending time at half speed. I wasn't spending time thinking
I was
about
gonna say,
the
thinking
next
about
time.
going to the store or the
Like
bar.
just
Yeah.
the mental space, and much like your blog that you're doing, you're creating mental space. You're getting it off your chest. You're getting it out of your head. You're putting it onto something that you can now comfortably move on to the next, and not like sit and sulk. I mean, not that you would, but like
Oh, I have.
it's this whole I mean, man, my notes sections that I make on my phone, I'm just amazed. Like every time I'm looking for a note that I think was just yesterday, I'm like scrolling through all these notes that I've made, because I'm making notes all day long. I'm getting them out of my head and onto the digital paper.
I like that.
And it's the addiction thing is absolutely true. If you happen to be addicted to something, and if you're spending time and energy chasing girls, although you just don't care about them, and I'm only saying girls because that's how I
Yeah, men or women.
do as you please. It's just that's the thing that I say because that's the thing that I do. If I did it, and and if you spend your time drinking or partying, like I spend 40 hours a week driving Uber and Lyft, and I do it at nights, and I mainly do it on the weekends. I do 3 to 3, Friday through Sunday.
So you get to see the fun side.
And so I see that demographic of people,
Mhm.
and I hear them. They're broke. They're complaining about debt. They're complaining about X, Y, and Z. They're complaining about work. They're complaining about blah. And then they're going out and spending a bill, 2 bills, 5 bills
Right.
every weekend.
Right, and then, once you have a couple drinks, then you're paying for the rest of the bar's tab, and yeah,
You can do that,
that's
but
bad.
like, I mean, I make my living on Uber, and these guys are like spending $30, $40 to go out, and then $30 to $80 to go back. I mean, some people live close, but man, I'm telling
Well,
you,
and then the
like,
amount of money spent on drinks and God forbid a
um,
DUI if they didn't take you, but
yeah,